All right, and welcome back to Inside Baseball Play of the Day. I'm Alex Boulden, and in this week's market shenanigans, the U.S. is officially in a recession, but the White House still won't admit it. And we're still bullish on stocks, even in this market environment. So I'm going to take you inside the dugout right now, and I'm going to show you what I'm looking at and what companies I think are good in this environment. Keep it locked in right here. All right, welcome back to the dugout, folks. I'm going to show you some trends and some stocks I'm looking at. And let's get started by talking about recessions. As we all know, the U.S. is now technically in a recession. But the White House doesn't want to admit it yet. If we just type in recession definition into Google, we get a period of temporary economic decline during which trade and industrial activity are reduced, generally identified by a fall in GDP in 2 successive quarters. So we had the GDP numbers come out today, and the U.S. has shrunk its GDP in 2 successive quarters, which means we are in a recession. Now, the White House doesn't seem to want to admit that, and we can just go to Twitter and look at what people are saying. A lot of people are wondering about the definition of recession. A recession is defined as 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth if a Republican is president. The definition is far more complicated and unknowable if a Democrat is president. Now, I don't want to get too political here, but it's pretty obvious that, Biden doesn't want a recession under his watch. But, that's what we've got. So, even though there is a recession, I think that stocks are still the best place to grow your money. I've been saying it during an inflationary environment. You need to be diversified into stocks, and specifically dividend-paying stocks. Now, a couple of good ones that I've been looking at. You could just pull up Google here. One company that I invest in that I talked about earlier, Icon Enterprises, 15.15% dividend yield quarterly, which is extremely good. ExxonMobil, say 3.81% dividend yield. Obviously Icon Enterprises is higher than that, so you want to diversify accordingly. And that's why I tend to stay away from stocks like Amazon, because they don't pay a dividend. And what do you really, are you betting that it's going to go up to 150, 200 at this point? I would suggest putting your money somewhere where it's going to grow along with the stock and you're going to get paid back for doing so. Couple of trends I'm seeing. Gold miners, we've got Cleveland Cliffs doing pretty well. This Cleveland Cliffs doesn't pay a dividend, but you're risking more kind of betting on that growth there. And then one final thought I wanted to leave you with. You should check out this company a website called Stockwits. I'm on there. You can find me at Rip It and Dip It. And you can see my watch list, all the companies I'm watching, and I might start posting on here. You can follow people. It's kind of like a Twitter for stocks. So if you want to follow me on there, go ahead and do it. I'll follow you back, and maybe we can have some discussions on there. All right, that's it for today. I'll see you next time. So what do you think? Is the U.S. in a recession? Does it feel like it? Or is it just semantics? Let us know in the comments below. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the bell notification button so you get notified every time we come out with a new video. All right, that's it. Now play me out, boys.